Welcoming smiling Sam Alvey, still smiling though his jaw is wired shut. If you don't know, he broke his jaw in training, had to miss his last fight. He just put out a video on YouTube. You can look it up. It's on bjpenn.com, as well as my Twitter feed and some other bjpenn, hawaiiannews.com. I just loaded it up a little bit ago, but it's Sam Alvey Bills. If you look for it on YouTube, it's him lip syncing. I'm going to assume that was done before the jawbreak. Is my assumption right?
Yes, it was done before the jawbreak. I finished maybe a week before the jawbreak.
Oh, so it actually worked out. Timing is perfect. Okay.
Yeah, timing was perfect.
So take me through the process of making that video. It's hilarious, by the way. It was really well done. Did you come up with the idea? Did somebody else come up with the idea and approach you with it? What was the process?
No, it was my idea. My last fight in Australia, the morning we were leaving, so it was like 3 a.m. We got in our rented car and we were heading out. The song came on the radio, and Britt and I, my wife and I, we dug it. So we got home, we downloaded, and didn't think twice about it. My next fight, I was cutting weight in the sauna, and I had forgotten about the song. The song came on my iPod, and I was like grooving again. And I put the song on repeat like 4 or 5 times. I lost my last like 3 pounds to that song.
Okay.
Yeah, and while I was sitting there hallucinating or thinking about it, in my head I was just playing. You know what? This is kind of cool. This is why I'm in the saunas. I've got bills I got to make. And then I was just going through, throughout what I do in my camp, and I thought I could do a kind of a funny video with it.
And it did really well. You got obviously at Henderson in there. Was that Sokoju I saw in there as well, and some other guys.
Tom Galicchio, Ashley Yoder. I had some stars in there.
Yeah, not bad. It was actually really well done. And I like how it was done. Obviously, it was done on the cheap. I mean, most of it was at Team Quest and around the strength and conditioning section and part of the cage and what have you. So it was very well done. How long did it take to do the whole process from the first day of filming until the last day of filming for you?
Well, for me, it took about a week. It took about 12 hours of getting to and from and filming everything. But then the editing, which I didn't do the editing. I hired someone to edit, and I actually hired someone to film it for me, too, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Smart.
Yeah. That took him a while, because he has to play the song, and then my lip syncing has to match to the song as best it can.
Yeah, so we have to line it up and do the sliding of the noise and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah, editing is a very difficult process, and actually editing can make or break a project. If the editing is on point, then the project can be on point. If the editing is screwed up, then it won't be any good. And my personal opinion, obviously directors and camera guys are super important. But at the end of the day, if the editor doesn't know the process of what you're trying to do or the look you're going for, then everything else gets screwed up. So great editors are a hot commodity, especially in today's day and age. Yeah.
He did wonderful. He's done some work for one of my sponsors who are in the video, Dynamic Fitness. And they put me in touch with him, and he was great to work with. He knew what had to be done. He had some really nice camera equipment, too, to give it that good look.
Was he right there by you, or was he more down in L.A.?
No, he was right here with me.
Okay.
He lives, I think he's a city north of me. Okay. So it's not that long a drive. We're about 30 minutes apart.
Okay. So let's talk about that jaw. I mean, it's apparent we keep seeing the braces in there. How much more healing process do you have before you can get it unwired?
I have 4 weeks and 1 day.
Okay.
And then they'll take everything off.
And how's your weight right now?
I'm dropping weight so fast. I'm down about 14 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a shot you could drop weight classes?
No, there's no way I'm dropping weight classes. Okay. I don't think I finally found, it took me 2 weeks to figure out how to eat, and I think I finally figured it out where I'm not eating just junk. And I'm still eating. So I think my weight loss, I'll lose a little bit more, but I don't suspect that much more.
Okay. Are you starting to juice, I'm assuming, and adding in some...
Yeah, everything's juice. My wife is a phenomenal chef, and so she's got these soups, and then we blend the soups, and sometimes we have to juice the soups even to make the pulp get fine enough.
The thing is that you've got a pretty good set of teeth, which means there's no gaps in between. So if your jaw's wired shut and there's no gaps, you can't get, even orange juice with pulp in it is difficult to drink because you can't get it through your teeth. everything pretty much has to be funneled through. Do you have enough space between your front set of teeth to shove a straw up in there? Or you
I do
literally
not. Everything is everything's way in the back. It's so frustrating.
That's the worst. Did you go through any portions of this entire process where you're like, I am literally starving, like I can't get enough to eat right now? Did you have that process?
But the first few days were pretty bad. Where I just it takes. I don't think my jaw muscles are going to diminish because I am sucking more than I've ever sucked. With as hard as it is, in the first few days, it took some getting used to, but I've kind of got the swing of it.
Okay, good. So you get the jaw unwired in 4 weeks and 1 day, and then you still can't get punched in the face. You're still going to have worry about your jaw, because even though the bone is healed, it's not hard like the rest of the jaw around it. That break is still a little bit softer. What's what did the doctor tell you before you can actually go back to full sparring again?
He wanted me done. He wanted 3 months from the break. So March 28th, I'm cleared to do whatever and fight whenever. And I'm still training now. I'm not getting hit, and I'm being real careful with it. But I'm still hitting mitts. I'm still doing as much cardio as it's like an elevation mask. Sometimes I'll talk too much and I'll run out of breath.
No, it makes sense. It's difficult.
So I'm still running. I'm still doing some stuff because I need to fight as soon as I can. It's been such a long layoff since my last fight. I've got to get another fight. So I'm actually hoping April 10th, the UFC just announced a card in Croatia. I'm getting my management to talk to the UFC, and if anyone on Twitter wants to help me bully the UFC a little bit, I would love to fight April 10th in Croatia.
It is becoming not becoming. It has been that way a while for the UFC. You make enough noise, they'll put you on the card. But you got to start early. There's so many guys now that the moment you're like, oh, well, it's a month away. Let me just see if there's space. Sorry, man, it's been full. 3 months away, it's been full. It's already jammed up. I got to tell you, Sam, it's probably, let's say the 10th of January at the time of this recording. You got about a week and a half before that card's full.
Yeah, my wife's already talking to him. Just anyone on Twitter wants to hit the UFC, tell me, get me in Croatia. It's worked a couple times for me, and I'm hoping to work again. We've already been in contact. We're just trying to make it. They have to find an opponent yet too.
Well, who do you want to fight? If you're coming off a jaw break, coming off a layoff, you're coming off of your weight's obviously gonna be easy to make weight. You'll be able to maintain. Your wife will keep your weight down. You'll be able to maintain this weight loss. So making weight's gonna be easy. Then it's just gonna be a question of timing, strength, and cardio. That's gonna be the biggest questions going into this next fight. If you had a choice, who would you want to fight?
I still want to fight Daniel Kelly. I know if he fights early February, maybe he'd be ready for April. I don't know. It's up to him. But I would still love to fight him. But honestly, it's never mattered that much to me who I fight. I just like doing it, and I think I could beat anyone they put in front of me.
And lately, if you look at your record, it was up and down a little bit, but not really. Like for a second there, you Tom Watson kind of bumped you off, and you went 3-fight winning. And then you lose to Derek Brunson. You're kind of in the position where you're like, throw me with somebody, and I'm going to find a way to beat him. You're coming up. Your game plans are getting better. Obviously, as a competitor, you're better. Your stand-up is better. Your takedown defense is getting better, obviously. All that time with Henderson is really starting to pay off and help out now. Your cardio has never really been a question going into a fight. You've always had enough energy. You've always had the ability to go to the end. But now you're actually getting smart about how you set your game plans. So the fights that are leaning a little bit more towards, and most folks at home don't know, you and I text your opponents, how do I think the fight's going to happen? I tell Sam, honestly, man, this one you're going to lose. Like it's a big problem for him, and he comes back and wins. He puts together, like I tell him what I see the flaws are, and then by the end of the training camp, he's maybe not fixed them, but he's aware of them, so he knows where to push the fight, and then all of a sudden he's able to win the fight. And this is one of those things that he kind of puts together, and you're doing a much better job of game planning, which really, at your level, is the difference between first and ninth.
Yeah, it's such a competitive sport. Everybody, the best to the worst are really close together. It comes up to who can, every inch counts. Literally, every inch of talent, every inch of everything counts. And that's, I've been spending more time coming up with the game plans since I've been in the UFC.
So smart, Sam, and so much fun to watch you. And thanks for coming on here. I gotta be honest, most fighters would duck. They like, look, man, my wall's dry shit. I don't want to talk. Like, it's just
no
okay.
shit. I love everything about fighting. The interviews, the fighting, the training. I love it all. I hate the broken jaw, but other than that, I love everything.
I hate the broken jaw and the stitches, but other than that, and the long layoffs. Other than that, I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Thanks so much for coming on here. I appreciate it. Enjoy your juiced soup for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I've got potato and leech soup tonight.
Good for you. You add a little bacon in there. All right, Sam. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Hey, thank you very much, sir.